Hello and welcome everyone. I'm Nicholas Papp, and today we're here at an incredible international marketing conference in Bangkok, Thailand. Joining me today is Kelsey Navalta from the senior leadership team at GoHighLevel, a platform that's becoming a buzzword for explosive growth and innovation in the online marketing space. So today we're diving into why GoHighLevel is the talk of the town and how it's powering the success of digital creators and entrepreneurs worldwide. So let's get started. So Kelsey, thanks so much. It's great meeting you here in Bangkok. And, I really am looking forward to our talk today, focused around the power of high level. Like I said a little earlier, it's the talk of the town, the buzzword of the town. So that's the big question to kick it off, Kelsey, is what's happening with GoHighLevel that everybody's just jumping into high level?
Oh, well, thank you so much for having me here, Nick. I think that it's so amazing, right? Because we first met in Dallas during High Level's very first in-person event, a mastermind, and you weren't even a High Level user. And now to come all the way halfway across the world and to be hearing High Level do all those things. Honestly, we're just focusing on on building a great software for all the agencies in the space. I think that High Level has grown to the size of it that it is because of our awesome community. So I'm just grateful to be here and be along with the ride and get to meet amazing people like you.
Well, I'm so happy that everybody's going to get to meet you from this
Oh.
interview, okay? Because you're a great person and a great friend and a great person to talk about the benefits of GoHighLevel for digital creators and entrepreneurs. Can you talk a little bit about how this is enhancing their online marketing and their online business related to what they're doing in their fields?
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll go into like a tiny bit of the background because before I joined High Level, I was trying to help a small med spa get more clients, right? Because at the end of the day, that's what all these businesses needed. And I realized that as the med spa owner and as someone who at the time was trying to like help with agency related things, it's so hard to get your voice out there, to follow up with your clients, to do all of these things. And at the end of the day, I think that the reason why High Level has been able to be so sticky in so many different markets is because that's what High Level focuses on. It's how to capture, nurture, and close your leads. And that's the story we've been trying to help in all these different verticals, just following up with your people, making it easy, having it all in one place.
Well,
And
what would you say were some of the core features for creators, like landing pages, opt-ins? I mean, the ones that are making the most sense for creators, of course, you need to have landing page, opt-in, be able to accept payments. High Level does all that, right?
High Level does all of those things. I think that if I had to strip it down to like the core features, it's always going to be about how to manage your leads and your customers, right? So communicating with them, text, email, having that CRM, landing pages, and everything else. It's just how to bring people both like all into that funnel.
Well, that's what they say. The cash is in the conversations, right?
That's a good
You haven't
quote.
heard that one
No, I
yet?
haven't.
Oh, yeah,
I
it's
haven't.
going around a lot. Well, I mean, one of the other benefits that a lot of people speak about, and I really want you to talk about this because it's so important to so many members of the high level community, is the community itself. So can you talk a little bit about how some people are attracted to high level because of what it can do technically,
Yeah.
but they're also getting a lot out of the community? Can
Yeah.
you talk a little bit about how that's helping people through their journeys?
I think a community in general is it's a really interesting thing because it's really hard to cultivate and it's really hard to keep active. But once you have it, people can just stick. I think that the High Level community is amazing. If you're not familiar with it, it's our Facebook group. We have also a communities feature, so we have different High Level communities, but they're just places for high levelers to speak about anything that they have concerns about, anything that they need strategic advice about. And I think the community helps people grow, it helps people stay. But you're right, it's usually not one of the selling points that we look
It's
at.
very special. Okay, I know. I was at one event here at this international marketing conference. A woman from I think Mind Journey, right? Is that where she was from? Mid Journey or Mind Journey? She was saying how one of the big things that a lot of the people coming to find out about her company is that they don't know about the community, and I think that's one of the ones the same thing about high level. So if we focus in on creators, people who are, creating content, who are doing digital businesses with their content, trying to make money online and expanding it big. Some of them are expanding it big through their content, through courses, memberships. Do you have any examples of any success stories, maybe from the small end to the larger end? Coaches or infopreneurs selling information products, people, affiliates maybe for other products too, creating content and then the content coming into high level and then maybe moving them into the courses or memberships. You have any examples of any folks doing that on a big scale on your platform?
Absolutely. I'm not saying any names, just
That's
like
okay.
for privacy. But yeah, we have people doing all sorts of amazing things with high level every single day. I'm always
Well, they're making a lot of money.
They're making a ton
I
of
was
money,
at your
and it's awesome.
conference in Dallas, Texas a few months ago, and I heard one of the co-founders talking about how I think you'll be reaching $1 billion on the platform by the end of this year if you haven't already, which is a huge number. And I think something to be really proud of. So definitely there are some success stories. And even for the people starting at the low end too, just getting started, I think, the education that you're giving around the platform is amazing. I think have a lot of workshops going on, right? Every month, I think every week, right? There's something going on.
We're really trying to help with the education aspect of things. We've always been tech people, but we know that tech is a beast to master. So on our goal, I think our goal is to hit $10 billion and $9 billion are ones that all of our entrepreneurs on the platform.
Well, those are big numbers, Kelsey. Okay, those are really big numbers.
But with our
so that's
community,
10xing where you are already. So that's a big goal, all right. And it's great to hear that those are the short-term goals for high level.
Yeah,
10xing,
short-term goals,
okay.
absolutely.
So coming back to the platform for creators, right? One of the biggest things is following up. You talked about we talked about the caches in the conversations, and if you're not following up in the conversations, then the conversations die. So I would say that's a big feature of high level, and being so close to the platform. Can you talk a little bit about how you can use the platform to follow up?
Coming from the social media space, my favorite one is anytime someone comes in, whether it's from email, text, Instagram, etc., and if they're interested in your ebook, you can follow up, say, hey, here's my ebook. Have you checked it out yet? I see you haven't. I see you haven't joined my course yet. I see you're struggling. I have this event coming up. How can I help you out? Just the constant presence of being there. I think that a lot of people are always really interested in products, whether you're running a med spa or whether you're running a course, and people just get so busy in their life that you kind of have to help them change that pace, and communication helps out with a lot of.
Well, I mean, we talk about follow-up, right? And just the examples you're giving, but that has to be powered by something, and that's where we come to high level, right? The power of the integrations and the automations, because these follow-ups, we say, oh, we have to follow up with this one, we have to follow up with that one. But if you have to do all that manually, it takes a lot of time. The power is in the automations. I have people signing up for my courses, and they are just all getting emails sent automatically, every day. I don't have to do any of them. It's already pre-planned. And I think that's the strength of the platform. And I think you're seeing a lot of that with everyone, right?
Yeah. If I can, I would actually tweak it a bit. I think that the power isn't solely in the automations. I think it's in the fact that it gives users the ability to leverage their time to do something else that can't be automated, because a lot of these things can be.
Yeah.
A lot of these things can be. So it just helps you scale at an immense level and help the people that are coming into your system.
I mean, for newcomers, would you say it's easy?
Is it easy?
To get started.
I think it depends on on how you get started.
Well, I'll tell you it's easy to get started because, I've got some great resources to help them along, right?
There you go.
And, I think ultimately that's what it takes, right? It's if you come in straight into high level, it's easy to kind of get a little bit lost because it's such a big platform. And if you have some guidance, then it's helpful to get started with, we're offering the playbooks for quick start. Somebody just starting on the platform, or somebody who wants to do online growth, or looking to start an agency. We've got a course and actually a template or snapshot we can load right into a free trial. So a lot of people are coming into the platform in that way, right?
Yeah.
And that's helpful for them.
Absolutely.
And then they come on to all of the resources from High Level. And can you talk a little bit about once someone comes into High Level, how does High Level help them to succeed as well?
Yeah, high level. I would say we've done a really good job of providing a ton of different resources, help articles, videos, tutorials, 24/7 support, success. But it's just a bit hard to navigate. It's kind of like entering a new country. You have everything there. You just don't know where to go. So sometimes you need a local tour guide, and that's why people like you are super beneficial to newcomers.
Well, that's great. Before we finish, I want to talk to you a little bit about the future of High Level. You know, it like we started out, it's growing really quickly. A lot of people hearing about it, and what are your expectations for the growth? For its growth as a tool and for people coming into the community.
One thing that will never change is that we just love listening to what people say. And we love hearing where people say we should grow. So I know that we have maybe the next 2 quarters planned, maybe 1.5 quarters. And we're just going to focus on what everybody says that they need in order to bring in more leads and in order to provide more value for their clients. And that's just what we're going to keep on focusing on. And that changes every day, right? So that's why we can't plan too far in advance. But hopefully, our goal is just to keep up the pace and to keep growing our awesome community and help out however we can.
Well, here we are at an international conference, right? So
Yeah.
we'll just wrap up by saying, High Level is starting to go international too. We're here in the Asia Pacific, and a lot of people from the Middle East and North Africa also coming. What do you say for welcoming people from around the world into the platform now, Kelsey? Are they already coming, or is it mostly in Europe, Australia, United States? I think the people are starting to come now, right?
I would say that people are starting to come, not just geographically, but across different languages as well. Since we started in the United States, most of our customers are in the United States, but even there, we're starting to see a lot more Spanish speakers from the United States come on in. And I think as the High Level continues to expose more public APIs, have internationalization with the support of multiple currencies and languages, it'll just be a completely different space, allowing people from different cultures to continue to do what we love.
Well, I think the platform already is like about a dozen languages, right? You can customize the whole platform into other languages.
It should be more.
Even more than a
Yeah,
dozen
it
languages.
should
Well,
be.
that's awesome. So I think that's the first step in internationalization is to
Yeah.
have it in the local language. So anyway, Kelsey, that's great. Before we wrap up, is there any message that you would like to give up and coming digital creators looking to come to the platform? Something that they would be really helpful for them as they come into their journey with GoHighLevel.
Yeah, I would just say challenge yourself to really check it out and see what's there for you. I think that a lot of people get really excited at the prospect of everything that you can do, but a lot of people have come on both with their past experience and leaning on the expertise of others. So there's a lot of really cool things, and check High Level out. I know that Nick's got some amazing resources, so maybe he could hook you up with those. And thanks for having me on, Nick.
Well, thanks a lot for mentioning that. And of course, we would love to help the newcomers to High Level. Just come on over to our website at nicholaspap.com. You get started with the free class and then jump into the playbooks and jump on a free trial. And pretty soon, you'll probably be meeting Kelsey at an international conference like we are. All right. So thanks a lot, Kelsey, for coming today. And I look forward to enjoying the rest of the conference with you.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Nick.